Hi, welcome to Unique Expressions of Love, and today we are back with another video, and we will be talking about Mars moving into its home sign of Aries. Okay, so this is going to be a lot. Let me tell you, this is going to be a pretty interesting time, and it's going to be very interesting to see how things actually manifest. Now, Mars, it's going into Aries at about 9:45 p.m. New York time, and this is happening tomorrow, June 27th. Now, Mars Mars is the young warrior, it's the fighter, it's that youthful energy, it's your passion, it's your drive, it's your desire, and it's also anger and rage, And here in Aries, which is normally the first house, this is the initiator, this is, the manifester, this is your identity, leadership, entrepreneurship. So guys, let me tell you, this could be the time where all the changes that you need to make, you're going to make those changes at this time. Okay? You're going to be very decisive. This is about taking, just being very decisive, sure of yourself, confidence, okay? Confidence in your decision making. Now with Mars in Pisces, it's a little fickle, 1 minute you want to move in this direction, next minute you want to move here, and there's a lot of different emotions. You're feeling all kinds of things, sorts of anger, things of that nature, and when you're in that particular position, it's best to just kind of put your arms in that boat and just see what happens, just ride it out. Don't even do anything and just see what happens. But with Mars and Aries, this is the time. This is the time right here. Okay? So let me tell you now, Mars will be in Aries until January 2021. This is approximately 6 months that Mars will be in its own sign. So can you imagine what's going to happen? Let me tell you, it's going to be on and popping here with Mars. Also, when I see this energy here, I see it as very fiery here. This can be, let me tell you, there could be some things that happen here. And let me tell you why, because at the time when Mars moves into Aries, the moon will be in Libra. Okay, it's going to be in Libra at 3 degrees. So it's actually making an opposition to the moon here. So this can make you very extremely reactional. Extremely. So be very mindful of your reaction. Try your best to think. With Mars and Aries, it may be hard to think first. I'm going to be honest here. It may be hard. You may be pushed. This energy, you're being driven by your passions and your desires here. And also, Mars, it's making a sextile to Saturn retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Pluto retrograde, and Pallas. And this is happening in Capricorn here. It's making a sextile to these particular energies. Let me tell you something. Based on everything that has happened, coming out of that space, some of you are in a rut. Some of you are in a very difficult, compromising position here. This can be in a whole, very extreme conditions here. With that sextile, this is saying you're going to push your way, you're going to fight your way out of that. Because remember, Mars is also the fighter. This is about fighting your way out of that here. Fighting your way. Okay? Mars in Aries, there's also a T-square that's going to be forming at that time. A T-square. And that T-square, we have Mars in Aries, and also Chiron will be there. You have the Sun, Vesta, Mercury, that's in Cancer, Mercury retrograde. And then, in Libra, we have the Moon, and we have Juno in Libra. So remember what we were talking about in my last video with the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse? Remember those energies with that T-square we were talking about? Just add Mars to that equation. This is going to really heat things up. There's going to be a lot of triggers that come up. You may not be able to take certain situations. Let me tell you something. Again, you're going to have to look to Capricorn for your motivations, your ambitions. This is going to push you. This is going to push you. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're desiring, you're going to be pushed towards those desires at this time. Because something's got to give. There's a challenging T-square here. And it's happening with your commitments. And also with Mars moving through Aries, it's going to be making, there's going to be that, the square to Vesta, Mercury, and then it's going to be opposing Juno. It's opposing Juno right now. It's not tight, but it's there. This is your commitments. These are your obligations here. There's going to be some things coming up here, and you may have to really, truly watch your reaction, because you're going to react. It's like you're going to just react, period. It's very extremely reactional. And a lot of what's coming up is a lot of surface level anger. This can bring up a lot of hate. Now, let me tell you something. With Mars and Chiron, it's like with this reactional energy, there could be some things that comes up. Okay. And it's like there's going to be that regret, instant regret. Things coming up, but it's bringing up. You got to understand, these triggers are bringing up this aggression, this animosity, this hatred, this rage. This is surface level stuff. So a lot of what's going to be coming up has a lot to do with this is some of the recent things that have accumulated over time. This is a lot of recent stuff. This is not getting into the past. That was Mars in Pisces. This is a lot of that surface level stuff here that could be blocking you. Things that are in the way. Things that are clouding your judgment here. These things are coming up, and let me tell you, and just as quickly as it comes up, there's a healing that goes on. And let me tell you, that it can be evaporated just as quickly as it comes up. But there's going to be that guilt that arises. There's going to be that regret, deep regret, based on some type of action that you've taken. So this is why it's, it's good in a way, but also you just want to be very mindful. You want to use this time to be very mindful. There's also a kite energy as well with this particular, with Mars moving into Aries. There's a kite. We have, Mars, we have, it's making a, with Mars and the moon, of course, you had that opposition, but there's the moon, Juno, that's Libra, Venus in Gemini, then we have Saturn in Aquarius here, so this energy here, you got to understand, it's really helping you to be more grounded. So a lot of what a lot of that aggression that you may feel, or that heavy energy, a lot of that is being released with these triggers. With the Chiron, there's a lot of healing going on. A lot of this, a lot of that anger and a lot of that frustration is going to be, there was some type of grounding in that. And a lot of that is leaving. You understand it? A lot of that is leaving. So this kite energy, that reactional energy, all of that is happening to get a lot of that surface level stuff up and out of you, so that you're able to manifest, and build on love, build on new values, with a new understanding of how you planning on moving forward here. So I think this is beautiful here, and it has a lot to do with your commitments here. So there's another thing, there's something that you're leaving, and there's something that you are beginning, because the day 27th 2 plus 7, that equals 9. Mars, the number 9 actually, it's the number of Mars, so let me tell you, it's just, it's just a lot here, guys. It's so much here, but it's only here to help you, only here to help serve you, to get rid of a lot of that surface level stuff. Now, another thing I want to talk about here, is that, let me tell you, not only because this is about leadership, taking the lead and just moving forward. This is pushing yourself, taking control. Okay. You are in the driver's seat. So you have a whole 6 months to get everything done, to do what you need to do, to get where you need to be, at least a little closer to where you're trying to get to. This energy is only going to help you, only going to help push you. Now, another thing, with Mars here, let me tell you, this can be some type of war starting. Because remember, in Aries is the initiator. Okay. It's also ego, leadership. Another thing with the government, everything that's going on, all over the world with Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn's going to be there, all that in Capricorn, and Mars is sextiling that energy here. Let me tell you, this could be the start of some type of war. And based on this reactional energy, it's like someone is going to react to that, is what I'm getting. And there's going to be some type of regret because of that reaction. So be very mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. There could be some type of war. What I'm also getting here, drama, fires, okay? Fires starting. This is what I'm getting with this energy here. There could be more fires, could be more things going on. People really taking it. This is, let me tell you, this here, this energy, this is that stand up energy, push forward energy, leadership. This is about taking the lead. Somebody has to lead. Somebody has to take control. And that's what's going on here. So like I said, there could be some type of war that someone may try to start. And there's going to be a response. And then right after they respond, they're going to regret that they've ever done that. And this is what I'm getting here with this energy, guys. This is what I'm getting here. This is going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot going on, guys. This energy can push you to starting your own business, being the entrepreneur that you know that you can be, creating your own lane, becoming more stronger, having more of a sense of self. And another thing, let me tell you, with Mars being in Aries all this time for about 6 months, Mars also is going to be going retrograde on September 9th. And that's another thing, 9 again. And just think about it when Mars goes retrograde. Oh my God. Oh my God. All of that fire is going to be turned inward. Can you imagine? This is where you really push yourself to become your best self here. And there may be some things that you regret in the process here. There may be, I'm going to be honest with you, there may be, but let me tell you, your passions are going to push you into where you're meant to be, into that leadership position, that leadership role, taking complete control, owning yourself, being completely 100% confident in where you are going. This is what Mars is doing, and this is what that retrograde is going to do as well. So guys, let me tell you, it's going to be a lot here. Oh, okay, I'm going to mention, Mars is going to be going direct, November 13th at 15 degrees of Aries. So let me tell you, we're going to be in for a treat, but it's only to push you. It's only to make you more stronger, more confident, so you're able to stand up and take complete control. For those of you who have been a little down, just a little down, felt like things wasn't working out, things wasn't really going in your favor. Let me tell you something. This is when this energy is going to push you to levels in which, let me tell you, this is about achievement, pushing yourself to success. For some people, it's going to be at any cost. I'm going to be honest. We're dealing with Mars here. Mars can be very immature as well. I mean, it's a youthful energy. So at any cost, at the cost of others, only thinking of the self, the ego. That's Mars. I mean, the ego can be looked at, Aries can be looked at as the ego. But with Mars there, let me tell you, it's all about you. This could also be healing some narcissistic tendencies here. Sociopathic tendencies, healing that me, healing that energy, because let me tell you, your response is everything. Be very mindful of your response and see how you're responding to certain things. Because let me tell you, this can be all about the self. So there may be some decisions that you make and you may realize, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Let me consider other people, so that's that energy. But I wanted to make sure I covered a lot of that. I'm not sure what else I've missed. Sometimes when I'm talking, I go on a tangent. That's just me, guys. That's just what I do. I can't help it, but yeah, and I like to talk as well. So, but yeah, let me tell you, it's about to be on and popping. Look forward to things changing, because with Mars and Aries, let me tell you, remember the last, it's like go for broke. Let me tell you, it's all about you right now, and you got to do what you got to do for yourself. And for those of you who are going through something right now, use that as your motivation to push you out and to push you further, to push you up. Hey, and if you got to think about yourself for just a minute, then maybe you have to do that. Maybe you haven't been thinking about yourself. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you've been, thinking a little bit too much about others. But now it's time to think about yourself now. Now it's time to put yourself first. And this Mars and Aries energy, that's what it's all about. All right. So, guys, I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Follow me on Twitter at I'mUnique222. Follow me also on Patreon at I'mUnique222. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Please share this video. Like, share, subscribe. Share the video, guys. Comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think. And until then, that's it. All right. So thank you guys so much and take care. Bye-bye.